What's up, guys? This is BlackCracker's first commentary. Doing a bit of staking today, and gonna help you guys out with probably some useful tips rather than the usual bullshit you're fed every day. I just staked the guy right there, and he just offered a bunch of shit, and I didn't feel like taking the time to find out if it added up to the actual amount or not. And that's usually a good idea to walk away from those, unless you know for sure that it adds up or is more. When going into this, I had a set idea of how much I wanted to make, and that's really what you need to do, because you can't just go in there and just hope for the best. Really, you really need to have a set plan so you can walk away after a certain amount of time. But as far as the whole thing where if you lose a certain amount of fights in a row and your percentages to win increase, I understand like the reasoning behind that, but honestly it's all bullshit, because every fight you go into you have a 50% chance, because I don't really pay attention to that. I went through a streak one time where I actually lost 10 in a row, so I kinda lost faith in that whole idea. You just have bad luck sometimes, and that's pretty much how to explain that. But yeah, I was actually lagging really bad during this, as you can see. But I know a lot of people get nervous while staking, kind of freak out a little bit, and if you have something you can do to kind of calm your nerves, it's fine. Like as you can see, I'm just repeatedly clicking on them, and that just helps calm me down. Alright, so I wanted to make about 150 mil when I walked into this, so I just won a 50 mil. So now I'm going to go for 100 mil, and if I win, I'm just going to walk away. But as you can see here, I don't really know which one this is. This looks like some sort of scam where he has prayer on and 729 mil against 100 mil, and he's accepted it. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe it's something to boost prayer. I was contemplating doing it, but just decided against it, and because he probably has some scam up his sleeve. If you guys know what it is, you can go ahead and post and forewarn other listeners and viewers about it. So I walked away from that, and I'm gonna look for another 100 mil. And also, just kind of a general thing, staking can be probably the worst thing in Runescape. It depends on the type of person you are, in my opinion. If the more you care, the harder it is to be actually like successful at it. Because if you stake your bank and you punch the hole through the wall, then you probably care a little bit too much about RS to be staking. And it just goes to show you, the less you care and the more able you are to walk away from just like bad luck, or able to walk away from a pretty lucky streak, that just goes to show you that you'll be more successful. This guy was thinking he was going to lose, but of course every stake I am ahead in, I always lose, so kind of knew that going into this. I was not feeling confident, because then he started comboing me, and yeah, didn't end up good. Alright, so I did have the set goal of making 150 mil. I just lost 100 there, so that set me back. And if I lose my cash stack that I had, I would just walk away from it, just go boss or do something. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and do my bigger stake to make up for it. And I have like no really set logic into it. I was just doing this on the fly, just trying to meet my quota that I had set. So now I'm going to do 150 mil. And I know you guys have been preached this a lot, but just make sure the rules are exactly what you want, because you don't want to get bullshitted out of a bigger stake. I think I've gotten BS out of a 20 mil, but that wasn't that big of a deal. But You really just need to pay attention. So yeah, that's a little bit of my OCD kicking in, especially for RS. I just randomly click all over the place whenever I'm trying to accomplish something. And also, I know everyone like does all the shit where they switch between block and punch and like accurate and kick. I actually do none of that because staking is all luck, if you haven't figured it out by now. And doing that, like, I guess that's one way to calm your nerves. I don't know if it does it for other people. That's mainly the reason they do it, but I think a lot of people think it's like very strategic, and it's really like not, because it really doesn't matter. I mean, all staking is, the people that have a ball sack and can actually go into it, win and walk away, or lose and walk away, not freak out and panic either way. Like the people that get too greedy, the people that panic and stake their banks, are the people that are really bad at staking. So as you see here, I'm doing 50 mil right here, and if I win this, I'll be able to walk away because I made my 150 mil. And I did win it, and this is the hardest thing right here, is to walk away. You can't just say, oh, now I want to make a bill. But this is the end of the commentary.